Hello, everybody out there in the internet. Welcome to TKKN and Buff Save the Universe, episode number 52. It is Tuesday, July 19th, 2022. I'm Chris Adams, the Tekken Master, joined by...
Buff Larkin. Oh, we're having a good old time today on a Tuesday, mid-July, halfway through the year, more than halfway through the year, and it's been a wild year of lots of changes. I just made plans, and yeah, I think you'll like this when I say it. I just made plans. We are going to be going, me and the lovely lady are going to be going to Chicago to C2E2 in August, and that'd be fun. How far is Chicago from Wichita, Kansas?
I don't know off the top of my head. It's like maybe two or three states over.
Okay, that's a quick drive. Anyways, so you're saying it's a quick drive over? That's good.
That's not what I'm saying.
And so also, the lovely lady you wanted me to ask you how your diet has been since your change of location.
What do you mean?
Are you back to eating the bags of rice?
I don't eat bags of rice. I eat rice. I don't eat it out of bags. That's a weird way to phrase it.
Are you back to eating rice
Yes.
and only rice?
Uh, when I'm here, I eat rice, and then when I'm at work, I eat jars of fruit.
Very nice. Well, that's good. Mix it up. Keep those bowels liquidated and pushing things through. So that's good. Good plan. Good plan. Okay. So we're going to be talking about first of all video games this week. Tekken wants to talk about the new system he bought and
What are you
also a
talking
couple
about?
of
I
games.
never said that.
Well, that's what we're going to be talking about, and the new games that and he's been playing. So let's start off with the new games then. So Tekken, what have you been playing lately?
Final Fantasy 14. Been playing Final Fantasy 14, Gran Turismo 7. That's pretty much it. Well, Gwent. Those are like the three main games I've been playing lately because I haven't been able to. Or I was going to. Well, I was expecting a TV I ordered to get here today, and I was going to set it up, but it didn't, and so it kind of threw off my schedule today. And I was going to do that and then play some Stray, but then didn't happen. So I'll play Stray later. Whatever.
Oh, you weren't licking your crotch?
No.
Okay.
Um,
That has to be a function in the game though. Somewhere along the line, in that game called Stray, you're gonna be there will be an attempt to lick your crotch.
let's see. Besides that, I
He's not
I
he's not touching that one. Okay, good.
I
Okay.
played I think I played maybe some Fall Guys, but not as much as I had been playing. Um, man, yeah, Gwent, Gran Turismo, Final Fantasy. Oh, I played Bloodshire finally. I knew there was something I played through, but it wasn't as good as Late Shift or the other was interactive FMV games. So that was kind of a letdown. But that's pretty much all I've been playing.
hmm So so how far have you? You before you went to Final Fantasy, you pretty much maxed out what you could. I know you maxed out a couple stats, but there's still some stuff to build. How has that been going along, or did you start with a new character?
I'm just slowly leveling up because the level cap got raised when the expansion came out, but I finished the expansion when it came out, so that's why I stopped playing. But I can I basically have to. I only have like four. Whatever. I only have like four or five classes that are at the level cap, so I've got like plenty of stuff to do. I just haven't been playing a lot, so I haven't been getting a lot of levels in. So I've still got a lot of stuff to do in that game. Well, as far as leveling goes, and there's still a lot of like content I haven't played that's like old, so I can still there's like a ton of stuff to do in that game that's been out for like 10 years. So it's like yeah, there's never shortage of things to do in that game.
Are you is was there a special month? Remember what I remember last year you were playing, and they gave you a special month where you could play and all your experience got boosted up by by what 1.5 times? Is that
No,
what it
that
was?
that only happens when you make a new account or a new character or something. So no.
Oh. so you're screwed.
No, just don't get as I just don't get the extra XP. But it's only up to I think it's up to a certain point. But even then, it's like they have things within the game that basically give you extra XP systems. So when you're not playing, you get passive XP boosts. So when you log in, if you have been playing for a while, you'll get like a ton of bonus XP, and there's a bunch of other stuff that you can do to get extra XP. So it doesn't actually take, I did jump in on a character that was level 80, I think, and I got them to like 90 within a week, I think, or something. So it's like it's like it only takes like a week if you're. I mean, if you're like really going for it, which I'm only gonna do on like probably the DPS classes because I'm not gonna like go that hard on the tanks and healers as far as like doing instances and dungeons and all that stuff because it's just not the pressure I don't find that pressure fun, so I'm not gonna mess with it. I mean, that being said, they did also add in some stuff where you can do a bunch of other stuff with solo as a solo player versus having to like actually queue up for it. So I haven't tried that out yet though, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay. So, when you said you're talking about straight, you haven't really played too much of the game then,
I haven't played it at all.
at all. Okay. That's all right. It's an interesting. As much as I joked about it, it's an interesting game to say the least. It's up for me to give it a try. They do
I
have
was
it
gonna
there
say
for me to
it should be on that tier that you're on for free, so you can play it.
There you go. That's right. I'm too busy playing Frogger. New high score, baby. I passed level one. That's right. I put 6 frogs across the highway and got them in. Yeah, now I'm in the subway level. Isn't that great? That's what I thought. Anyways, that's the big difference between Tech and I. He plays the up to date games, and I just play those old fuddy duddy games. So the big news, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, is that you have decided to take a jump and pick up the Xbox. It was Series X. Is that what it
Mm-hmm.
is? All right. So, what was the idea behind it? What finally got you to pick up the system?
Well, I was already wanted one. I just couldn't get one, so I got the Series S, and then I was like I was just waiting to see if Microsoft like actually announced any games that were like I kind of probably need to upgrade this to not have a lesser version. And then after I saw Starfield, I was like, oh, okay, that's something to look forward to. So that's the game I'm waiting for. So I mean, but it doesn't matter because I was already gonna get one anyway. So it's not like it was, you know, because they have like they already own Obsidian, who's like one of the best Western RPG developer studios. And then let's see, there's New Perfect Dark. I mean, it's supposedly in development hell, so no idea when it's coming out. I enjoy Forza. It's a good series. Forza Horizon was really good, so I'm looking forward to Forza proper, which they showed at their not E3 Summer Game Fest, whatever that was called this year. Um, but yeah, mainly it's Starfield because that looks really good, and then just the way Game Pass works, and you can just play whatever, and then you're only paying $15 for a month, and then if there's anything on it, you're like, oh, I can just pay $15 and play whatever, and then if I play well, I most likely can play through it because I'm me. In the time a month goes by, and it's $15 versus $60, or like and then like even if I play the one game I wanted to play that month, like, there's like a ton of other crap I can play. That's like, oh, what else can I play with this subscription before it runs out this month?
Hmm. Okay. So Perfect Dark, old Perfect Dark. You say development hell, yes, because okay, so there's Perfect Dark for the N64. There was a second game for Perfect Dark, was it not?
Yeah.
And that was still for the 64,
No, that was the 361.
the 360. Oh, that's right. Sorry for and I did pick up Perfect Dark when I had the 64. That was a very good game. Did you consider that to be a very good game?
Yeah, those are my favorites.
One of your favorites? Okay. And of course those that company also made Time Splitters, right?
Um, it's like a thing where
It's rare.
it wasn't by Rare. It was by like a bunch of ex Rare developers. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
not exactly the same thing. But a lot of the people that worked on that, like a lot of the people that worked on GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, worked on Time Splitters. It's like it shares a lot of the same development team lineage, but not everybody. Or it's like not the same like a 1-to-1 of like all these people that worked on this worked on that.
Okay. So, what else is interesting you right now? Now that you've had the best of both, but you have the best of both worlds. You have a PS5 and you have the Series X. What is uh, keeping you interested? What is the next big thing that's going to be wow to you?
There's nothing coming out until, let me look at my list here,
Yeah,
because God of War got announced, but it's not until November or whenever. Um, there was, I think No More Heroes just got announced. No More Heroes 3 for PS5 and Xbox in October, but that's not until October. So it's like I don't think there's a lot of stuff that's coming out like soon besides Stray. So yeah, because God of War is not until November, and then Stray just came out, and I think it's pretty much we're in a lull again because nothing's coming out until, well, at least for me anyway. Because nothing. I'm looking at my list right now, and there's nothing on here until November, which is God of War. But then Little Devil Inside is still not announced for this year, so it's only 2022. Actually had a release date. Um, Besides those two, I mean, there's probably stuff coming out. I'm just, well, no, because Sonic came out. I mean, there's stuff I've got and I just haven't played, like Sonic and the Turtle game. But I haven't played those, so I'm not, whatever. I can check those out. Yeah, I think that's, yeah. Like I think for the rest of the year, there's not really a lot of high-profile games until next year, because that was the thing. That was like the big thing at like Xbox's conference was like, we're only going to show stuff for like the next 12 months, but most of it was next year. Like they don't have any tentpole games for the rest of the year really until next year. So that's, and then on, yeah. So that's the answer to that question.
Huh.
I mean, that being said, as Dusk Falls came out, I downloaded it, but I haven't played it, so whatever, because it's on Game Pass.
Okay.
But
So,
I'm not really tracking any like the smaller indie games. So, eh. I mean, oh wait, there was a Gwent expansion that's single player. It was the Mage something something, but it's a rogue like or roguelite or whatever those are. So I was kind of like, eh. I mean, I'll eventually pick it up. I just haven't bought it yet. So, hmm.
okay. So, so, hey, so have you played anything for your Xbox yet, or is it still to come?
What do you mean?
Has it arrived? Do you have the
Yeah,
Xbox in your hand right now?
I have it set up and everything. Like
Oh, that's
what do you mean? What? Wait, say the question again, Buff. That was,
do you have the Xbox already?
yeah, I have it.
Oh, very good. Okay. And and so what was the very first thing you played?
I haven't played anything.
Well, that's
I
not
downloaded a
fun.
bunch of stuff and then I haven't played it. So,
So what was the first thing you downloaded?
the first thing I downloaded, I think was, let me see. I think the first game I downloaded was Jet Set Radio. Yeah, it was because I wanted to play that. Oh, it's in order. Is this in order? I don't know if this is in order. But yeah, I think, well, the first thing I downloaded was Jet Set Radio because I want to play that on stream to see how my connection is when I'm streaming. But I haven't played it yet, so.
Hmm.
Because most of the stuff I downloaded is old. Well, none of it's new anyway. So yeah, except for As Dusk Falls. Because Gears Tactics is a launch game. I just wanted to download it because I wanted to play it, and then I just haven't got around to it on my Series S. But now that I can play it on here, I can just, play it on here. So
Okay. So let's talk about uh the question. So what I've been playing, of course, I said I had what I've been doing is I've been playing Frogger. No XCOM. They wiped out my team, so I'm just trying to get enough gets to see if I go on or redo their level again. Downloaded WWE 2K22. doing the time trial. I put a good 20 minutes in, and it wasn't a bad game. It's not a bad game, but you can already like you get 2 hours to play, and you think in those 2 hours you won't get the glitches. Well, I got the glitches, so I was like, well, what the heck? But besides that, I thoroughly enjoyed the game. That's for sure. Downloaded Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders for my daughter, who in turn has thoroughly enjoyed it, which is make me happy because she's not really much of a gamer. So when she told me last night, she said, "Hey, I played some of the Agatha Christie. I kind of liked it." I said, "Oh, that's good." Um, but let's talk about the Man of Marin. Did I get that right?
No, it's Man of Medan.
Man of Medan.
And before you continue, though, there was a new game that came out by the developers that made that Supermassive, and it's called The Quarry, and it's
Oh,
it's published by 2K. I haven't played it, but I'm gonna pick it up. It was like a $70 game. I was like, I'm not playing $70 for that. So I'm waiting for it to price drop. But yeah, I talked about this last time, but there's that one. There is Until Dawn, which started the whole thing as far as like that genre, um, or that style rather. Little Hope and House of Ashes and Man of Medan, because those are the three of the Dark Pictures anthology collection, and the other two.
yeah. So I played the game a little bit, and what the heck? Did I pee myself? I don't think so.
What?
I have my blanket on me, and I had the computer on the blanket, and all of a sudden the blanket's wet. I'm going, what the heck made the blanket wet? It's not me. That's good. Anyways, so let's edit that part out. Anyways, the Man of Medan, it's been very good. Unfortunately, I played that same level, the very first level where you're on the ship, and I've played it twice. And the ending, at least I got a different ending, but at the same time, I I died twice. So I gotta work. I gotta still figure out how to pass that first level because I don't know if you die no matter what, or you can somehow save that guy. Right now, I don't see how you can save the guy. I'm
Wow, you
just
did the tutorial twice.
yeah.
You can't, Buff. That's a tutorial. Someone always dies in the tutorial. You can't change like the way the tutorial like you can't change any of the outcome. The tutorial is a tutorial. It's always the same in all those styles of games. It just sets up the. It's just a setup to like learn how to play. There is no, like, it doesn't have any bearing on the rest of the game, on the tutorial. At least in the, at least in the. I think maybe Little Hope does, but the other ones it's just a tutorial. It doesn't have any bearing on like who lives and who dies later on. It's just a prologue.
Well, a different ending though. Different ending to the prologue. So that
Oh
would
yeah,
make sense.
there's like two different outcomes, but it's like it doesn't really change anything.
Right.
Did you? So you went back? You didn't continue from where you were?
Well, here's the story. I played with the lovely lady the first time around, and we got onto the ship and all that. We know that. You said, "Oh, you're not too far into the game." I said, "That's fine." But then I was playing with my daughter, and so it's always good to play the start the game over to play with her, right? So it's like so that's what we did. That's my plan. So that's why we played it twice. So my daughter could have an option to play it right from the very start to see what the game's about. If you throw her halfway into a game like this, it's kind of like, huh? You're not really understanding the whole premise. And in that kind of game, not knowing the premise will get you killed
Well,
quick.
you never
So
said you're playing with somebody else, so I thought you're just being weird.
me?
Yes.
No. Anyways, that's good. So next up is what would you like to talk about next?
I guess we can talk about wrestling.
Okay. So what have you been watching?
Uh, I've been watching whatever the Wednesday AEW show is since I work on Mondays
Yeah.
and Fridays. Well, no, not Mondays, but I work on Fridays, so I can't watch SmackDown. But then I'm kind of done with WWE anyway, so it's whatever. So or like the Friday AEW show I can't watch. So and then I'm not watching Raw 'cause it's on Monday, but it's 3 effing hours and f that crap. Um, But I did want to say, because last week I brought up the whole kayfabe thing, but like the whole big thing about that was like at Hell in the Cell when you had Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, and you had that like crazy injury, and like but then like they they had that whole thing about like, oh, Raw is a scripted program, blah blah blah. But it's like, dude, you had like a whole like awesome moment there with like uh Cody Rhodes and Seth when he's like in a match injured and has like that crazy looking injury, and it's like to kind of do that kind of undercuts his whole like thing he did when you're just like, yeah, whatever, it's all scripted, whatever. It's just like, who cares? So that was like, but then like I did kind of poo poo on Cody Rhodes like a couple of episodes ago or whatever in the past.
Poo poo.
So I did want to say, like, I take back all the bad things I said about Cody Rhodes, and after that match, he's like legit legend status after that, because that was crazy.
If you're gonna make a hero out of somebody, a true high level baby face, it'd be Cody Rhodes for sure. And especially he didn't have to. But thing is, the whole pay per view was built around it, right? So he kind of had to. But at the same time, he didn't have to. He could have stepped out, but no, and it wasn't just a quick match. He fought in that match for close to 25, 27 minutes, and he absolutely gutted it all out. That's going to make him a hero in Vince's eyes. Now, is Vince going to be around when Cody comes back? You never know. Oh, Vince. Oh, Vince.
Yeah, and then there's that part when he got hit with a belt or whatever, and it's just like, oh, ow, man, just
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. So, but yeah, so now we're heading in towards SummerSlam early this year, isn't it? Not at the end of the month.
I don't know.
I think it's at the end of this month, which is very weird because usually you think it's in August. And so there's some good matches. Brock versus Roman for the belt. I think we're gonna see Roman retain because that cements even more of the legacy, right? So that'll be interesting. Then we got some good matches here or there. But you know what? The one show is really interesting me now.
No, I don't.
Ric Flair's last match. I got to share with you the promo that they finally announced what the last match is going to be at the end of this month, July 31st. All right. It's going to be Ric Flair teaming with Andrade, his son in law, to wrestle Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. And they did this big documentary thing, and first of all they said, because Jay Lethal has been training Ric Flair, right, to get him back into ring shape, and so then they put out something that Jay wasn't going to be part of the card, right? So then when Rick's coming to his card, Jay just shows up out of nowhere and says, "Hey, I do all this work, and you're not doing anything for me. I'm not even part of the card." And so that got hit, and then he starts beating the crap out of Flair. So then Jeff Jarrett shows up and he's pulling Jay Lethal off him. So you leave him alone. He says, "Rick, you okay?" And then so Rick for some reason says, "F you" to Jeff Jarrett, and it says something about "F you" and "F your father" and everything. So then Jeff Jarrett starts beating the crap out of Ric Flair. He's like, "What the heck? What the heck? The man just saved you from beating, and then you're getting beat it again." It's like, what the heck? So then, yeah, so they left a 74-year-old man bloodied in the parking lot. I'll make sure to share the link to the promo for you. But you know something? That is old school wrestling, and so that's gonna be something I'd love to. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it, and hope he doesn't die.
Oh man. Oh yeah, but I was gonna say, AEW, man, like, just keeps getting better and better. Like that. Did you see that? Or did you see the match where Keith Lee and Swerve won the tag titles?
No, I missed it, but I heard
Oh,
it was a
but
very good
but yeah, dude,
match.
it was a good match, and like I didn't think the Young Bucks would lose, so that was just a surprise to me. But like, just another added to the list, better booking on AEW than trash booking on WWE, because I did not expect that, and that was a nice surprise, and it was a great match, and I can't. Yeah, it's like, and not only that, but it's like AEW has like good tag teams and a good like legit tag team division versus like WWE. I mean, not to say they don't have good tag teams, but it's just like not that division is like not really as well developed because it's just they don't really do a lot with the talent that they have. So it's
Because tag teams don't mean nothing in the WWE because eventually they'll break them up to be singles. So do you put a lot of effort into a tag team, they're just going to break up and have a singles wrestlers? No. So that's the idea right there.
yeah, it's like not just a better tag division in tag teams, but like just better booking in general in AEW because you know, it, and storyline at that too. Like just keep adding to the list of like how AEW is better because actually, as opposed to like stories that go nowhere or you're just like where's this going? It's like stuff's happening all the time in AEW. It's like oh man, because uh, even like yeah, even like if you look what happened to Jurassic Express and like Christian and that whole thing, and now Luchasaurus is like a heel, and you know we gotta wait for Jungle Boy to come back because he's injured, but that was the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had the whole thing with like the Acclaimed and the Gun Club, and that was great. And they imploded, and they're feuding now, so that's great. Um, so yeah, just better and better all the time at AEW, looking great. Just wish I could like watch the Friday show and not have to miss it every week, but whatever.
That's right. Well, the good news is that the G1 started with New Japan. Oh, yeah. Big time New Japan G1. First 2 nights in the can. Makes me so happy, Tuck. It's my favorite time of year when the G1 there and all the boys are beating the crap out of each other. And it's very good. I like it because this year they have 28 wrestlers. 28 in four different, like usually the G1 they have 20 wrestlers, 10 in each league in the blocks they call it. So A block had 10 wrestlers, B block had 10 wrestlers. This year they have 28 because and so they have blocked down into, of course, if your math is correct, it is 4 sets of 7 wrestlers. So therefore the wrestlers actually wrestle less than they would if they were wrestling. They don't have to wrestle 9 opponents. They only have to wrestle 6. So therefore it gives them a lot more rest and you get more spontaneity, right? So it's nice watching because half the time they have 4 matches, the 4 big G1 single matches, and then underneath is the undercard where they tease for the next day's matches. So it's so far it's been very good. I'm very happy, Tuck. And your favorite guy's on there,
Favorite
Jay
guy?
White. Jay White.
That's not my favorite guy.
Nah, I know. I just had to throw somebody at you. That's okay. So what else is so do we have we don't have the full card yet because guess what, Jeff Jarrett is wrestling not only in Ric Flair's
Oh,
final
special referee at
he's
SummerSlam.
also
Yeah.
the special referee the night before, so it's July 30th for SummerSlam. He's wrestling. He's the referee in that, and then he's wrestling and he's looking good. I got to make sure I show you that clip because it's fantastic. And oh, hello, and then we go from there. So that's good.
What?
Well, I'm just saying Jeff's wrestling. He's being the manager referee in the one match, and then he's wrestling the tag match, and he's looking. And he, something, for a 50-year-old guy, he's actually looking pretty muscled up and good. He's not looking like some other older wrestlers that have given up the pace and just are going on name alone, right? So I'm not saying who. I'm not saying who. I'm just saying.
Oh man.
Anyways, so there's not much more to talk about. We've run out of stuff.
I mean, it's like
Talk about Biden. That's usually
I was gonna
that.
say that like even though there is no women's tag division in AEW, at least they
Yeah.
didn't like make one and then completely kill it like shortly thereafter.
Oh yes, that's what I want to talk to you about. You know how much? So I told Tekken beforehand that I'll be going to Chicago to go to C2E2 in a couple weeks, and they have Sasha Banks gonna be there to do pictures and all that. You'd have your picture taken with her. Guess how much it costs for Sasha Banks
Uh, hun-
to show up,
hun-
just to show up.
wait, just to show up there?
Yeah.
$500,000?
No, no, not like no. $30,000
Hmm.
for 3 days. Would you do something for $10,000 a day?
Yeah.
Darn right you would. Absolutely. And it's not, I do believe it's US. It's $90 American to get your picture taken with her, which is just fine. But that's pretty good, making good money there, don't you think? I look at like there's other wrestlers getting their picture taken during all this, and it is and Mick Foley is I think $65. Trish Stratus is going to be there $65. I didn't check Punk. CM Punk's going to be there, and your favorite wrestler, Tekken Danhausen, will be there as well. I might get an autograph for you from Danhausen, but I don't know how much he's charging. But see, it's a $65 range there. No, it's $90 for the boss. So there you go.
Oh, top billing for the top star.
Top star. That's right. Got to pay big bucks. That's right. So, uh, so this week in politics, which will be very quick because I don't have much to talk about. Steve Bannon has gone to trial now for not showing up to Congress. Is he going to be a guilty man?
I don't know. I mean, I
They're
hope
gonna-
so, but it's like I think I it. I mean, I saw something where it was like it's just a formality as far as like did he do something wrong? It's not like something that he can get like sentenced a ton of time on. So it's a whatever thing.
I guess if you're reading the news, they're trying to push it so that for he gets on the he's guilty before the big primetime special on the 6th, or what on this coming
That's
Thursday.
not going to happen, dude. Like that's not how the justice system works. Like you're supposed to have like a
Nice and slow.
yeah. It's like it's. I mean, I also saw something where it's like it was taking a long time to get like a jury selection. So it's like I doubt that's going to happen. I have I yeah. I highly doubt that's going to happen.
Okay. So, in the arms of politics, what's your thoughts are right now
On what?
on everything?
Well, the climate is collapsing every day. So you know,
Oh, it's the environment now. That's right.
what are you talking about? That was just the first
Uh,
thing. That was just the first
that's
thing,
just
dude. It's
for
like,
that's just first a thing.
because it's like, we've always had like terrible fires here for like a while. Australia burned pretty badly a couple years ago. And now Europe's all like, oh, we don't. I didn't even know they didn't have AC over there. So it's like, middle note taken. But, sucks for them because it's 100 degree. We had 100-degree heat all this week. So it's like, do not envy them without their infrastructure to cool off when it's hot. So they should do something about that. But whatever. Um, so there's that. Let's see what else. Um, more Joe Manchin killing, bills that would help people, but he doesn't care because he's an oil baron or coal baron rather. So it's like,
Oh,
what
Baron.
does he care? He's just like, oh, let me just obstruct everything my party wants to do and my president wants to do because money, 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 or
Cool.
the special interest groups that are like in my pocket way more I'd rather help them out than help the people of the country because f them. Let's see what else. Um. Oh wait, no, that's not a thing. That's I was gonna say something about effing my brain. Oh, effing Saudi Arabia because he went over there, talked to MBS, and then gave him a nice fist bump, and he's like, yeah, I'll say some stuff about Jamal Khashoggi, but not really, too aggressively. Wouldn't want to shake the boat too much and mess up this
Well, his lawyer got 3 years.
rejiggering of the gas. Gotta get these oil prices down and beg for Saudi oil. So don't want to do anything too crazy. Um, I mean, that being said, I was kind of like hoping for the that first episode of Black Mirror. I think it is when like the prime minister has to like have sex with a pig or whatever, and like completely humiliate himself. So whatever. That's yeah. But all we got was I raised the issue, but you know that's all I did. So yeah, whatever. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I mean, everything's terrible all the time, really, and it's really like it really just feels like it's nowhere to go but down lately. Just like because nothing good ever happens. It feels like so. Yeah, because I'm personally just like waiting for like the body count on after this abortion ruling to like go up as like women start dying because they can't get abortions. It's like, oh well, it was illegal, and then doctors were like, oh well, we didn't want to get any legal issues when we tried to give them the procedure or the medication, so we didn't do anything, and then they just died because that's what happens when you sometimes when you don't let people have it because of medical emergencies. Whoops. So body count there, and then like there's another mass shooting, but then someone happened to be there that was like, oh, I have a gun, and then just like murdered somebody. So I guess as long as you're cool with like killing someone in cold blood when you go outside to go somewhere, it's nothing to be worried about when you're going to different places in the country, because it's like, oh, it's all right. I'm a total sociopath ready to kill at any moment because that's how I stay safe in this country. But good for them, whatever. uh, Even though we just had that whatever gun control thing, but it wasn't nearly as like strict as it needed to be. It's just like, yeah, we wouldn't even like raise the age limit, and here's some formalities, blah blah blah. It's not really that great. It's just a might as well just be a formality. Honestly, it's just like, yeah, could did more, but we didn't, because why would we try? Didn't want to fight the GOP on it, because what's the point? Let's see. Oh, in Ukraine, still getting bombed every day, so that's a nice thing. Putin, just I'm pretty sure there's like a an accord or a like international law that's been broken. I'm not sure how that works. So someone should do something about that or look into that. Just saying. So there's that. Also, I believe it is affecting the price of grain and energy, which is like not helping the economy, which is on the brink of recession. So that's cool, but not whatever. I mean, I'm cool because it's like I don't have any stocks. So if the market tanks, not going to affect me. Not very much at all. So I'm cool. Let's see what else. But yeah, it's like Ukraine just turned into Syria, and it seems like people just stopped caring. So that's funny how that works. Or I guess it didn't turn into Syria, but like Russia's just running the Syria playbook is what I meant to say on that one. But still Russia just still bombing the Ukraine every day. So yeah, see how by the end of the year, how many billions of dollars in arms have we given them or relief? So we couldn't get infrastructure or more infrastructure or any other things like BBB, Build Back Better, but we can just give Ukraine billions of dollars in weapons and aid at no problem. So isn't that great? Sri Lanka apparently on like collapsing in real time. Prime Minister fled and then resigned, and then yeah, it's going down in Sri Lanka. So we'll see what happens. Uh, yeah, Buff just asked me about this, so it's like this is just off the top of my head, and but yeah, I guess that's it. There's probably more stuff. Whatever. There's like yeah, whatever. It's not like it matters, right?
Oh, it matters. Oh, stop it. That's a bit depressing for you, so we have to don't want you feeling sad. Don't feel sad on a good note. Let's end on a good note. Let's end on a good note that says, Fall Guys will be the next game we play once golf goes away. Everybody's golf is leaving in September. We return to Fall Guys, where you'll be the king of crowns again and fighting as best you can.
How's that? How's that a good note?
Oh, you like Fall Guys? You get lots
I
of
don't
crowns.
like that game. I
Oh,
just play because it's free, and I got it for free, and now it's free to play, so I never had to like spend any money on it. But it's like, it's whatever. Fall Guys is Fall Guys. It's not. It's not as good as people say it is. Overrated. Not that great. I mean, if it wasn't free, like half the people that play wouldn't even care. But let's see. Positive note. I mean, I watched. Oh, I did resubscribe to Netflix this month, and I finished Stranger Things. Oh, I didn't finish Stranger Things, but I'm caught up to like the end of it where it's at right now. Because there's like one more season, but good stuff. And Cobra Kai is still awesome because I watched that too. Those two are like my top two to like to watch before I cancel my subscription again. But good stuff. Stranger Things is awesome. Cobra Kai is awesome, and I need to watch Witcher season 2, and the rest of
yes.
Castlevania, and then Tiger King season 2. But I might not. But we'll see. This is my struggle, and I'm trying to play stuff, but then I have like stuff I want to watch on streaming, but then it's like, so that's why I've not made a lot of good gaming progress lately, or one of the reasons why, really. But
Well, I would say this: enjoy your life and watch some stuff. That's what you should do.
yeah, but I'd rather be playing stuff than watching stuff. But then like we had effing like it was prime week, prime day, whatever the f. So
Yeah.
so I had to like work a ton of overtime, and then I didn't have to like have time to play or watch anything. So it's like, oh well, that was great. So yeah, whatever. So I was gonna say something. Oh, so Buff, you know how they had like the micro consoles, like the Nintendo Mini, Super Nintendo Mini.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yes.
like another Sega Genesis Mini coming out. Um, do you care about those at all?
You can tell me about it.
Because the Sega Genesis Mini 2 has like, I think they said it's gonna have like Sega CD and a couple of Saturn games, and then comes out in October, or I don't know if it comes out in October, but it comes out this year, so they're releasing another one of those. So I'm probably gonna pick that up because I like retro stuff. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's good. And so, okay, so what's the number one game on there? Well, did they announce any games for it?
I think they had all the games for it. I just don't have it in front of me because I don't know
Interesting.
the price either. I
Yeah.
think actually it was like more expensive than the last one.
Okay, so what for a mini console? What would be the absolute most you'd pay for it?
The most I'd pay. I don't know.
Well, that's why I asked
I'm
you.
looking at it right now, but it's like I I mean, mm, I wouldn't pay over. I mean, I don't know. This one's pretty pricey. I'm trying to find the price on it because I was like, that's pricey, but I would still buy it. But I would say like nothing above $200. That's too expensive. Or like, yeah, definitely, because the Wii's 250, which is like max, or not max, but that's like the sweet spot for effing a new effing a new effing console. But they don't. But they're like 400 now, so whatever. But I would say yeah for effing for the micro console, I wouldn't go higher than 200. So 199. Why are you asking?
Oh, I know you're a man who's frugal in nature. You're a man who wants to save every penny. So it's like, okay, well, let's find out how much you would open up your wallet for.
This one is pretty expensive. I just my stupid Chrome isn't effing cert. Piece of crap phone. Did you buy any of the other micro consoles?
No,
Oh.
it's hard. They would like we talk about the Nintendo ones. They'd sell like just like that, right? So when you talk about the other ones, they stuck around for a little while longer, but they went quick too. So
Oh, I think it might be so pricey because it's coming. It's shipping straight from Japan, but it is October 27th. Let's see, where's the thingy? Wow. these links that pop up on Google. Anyway, so yeah, October 27th, exclusively at Amazon. 50 games from Sega Genesis and Sega CD, and you can pre-order it for $102. So that's pretty good. And the full list of games has not been confirmed yet, but there are some. Ooh, it's okay. I knew there was a reason I wanted this because it has Outrun and Outrunners, and I love Outrun. So it's like that's all I need, dude. It's like I can play Outrun forever after this, and I'll be happy. So yeah, it's got some Shining Force, Sega CD action, Sega Sonic CD. Yeah, it's got a decent lineup here. Shining in the Darkness. Oh, this is only a partial list. Yeah, it's not a full list yet, but it is looking good. Fantasy Zone. Yeah, I like what I see. Vector Man 2. I think I already have Vector Man 2 on some collection, but whatever. So this has Sega CD stuff and a Saturn game that's in Japanese called Ninja Warriors. So and something else that's I can't read because it's in Japanese. So yeah, but it's 50 games. It's a lot for $100. It's pretty good. Can I pre-order it now? I might pre-order it right now. Oh man. Oh man. Ooh, the shipping on this is expensive though. For some reason. It is, yeah, but it is like imported straight from Japan. That's why it's okay. But that's pretty good. Pretty good. Outrun and Outrunners though, dude. That's all I wanted. And it's got the 6-button controller and not the 3-button controller that we got last time. Sega CD titles as well. Oh yeah.
Perfect. All right then, Mister. Well,
Buff, what about you? Do you have anything to say about the current geopolitical landscape of stuff?
well, it all comes down to if they can get enough stuff on Trump. I doubt that's even going to stop him because I think he's going to use that to build his platform. Who cares? What's your hey, Mr. Trump? What's your plan about unemployment? I'll do better than Biden. Wait, Mr. Trump, what's your plan on inflation? I'll do better than Biden. Hey, Mr. Trump, what do you think? What do you think about all the racism? Oh, that's good. Keep up, you racist. Yeah, no, that's it's all it's a, like he just like the last election. It was never about anything politics. It was just him spouting off rhetoric, and people almost voted him through. Well, he got him through once, and then he got him through almost again. So it's like it angers my blood. So I just leave it alone, and I'm gonna stay up here in Canada, and I'll wait for you to move up here, and then we can play golf together, and it'll be all good. Anyways, that's it for me, Mister. You might as well sign us out.
Okay, well that is it for TKKN and Buff Save the Universe. Until next episode, you've now been saved by the power of our friendship. So yeah, until you see her from again, we are now signing off.